Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here. Welcome back to another video. Today I am here with honestly some of my favorite videos to record, and that is the world map review of the next Sims pack. In this case, Ciudad Enamorada from the next pack, The Sims 4 Lovestruck. As always, there's some discourse online, people liking and not liking the world, and we're just going to get to all of it. I'm going to kind of go through this pretty slowly, give my opinions on what I think about the world, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and whatnot. First things first, I found this on the developers live stream gameplay. The Sim Gurus always do a live stream where they go through the gameplay and show like the cast and the build buy and the world of the new expansion pack, and they just uploaded that for you guys about 2 days ago, for me today, and I recommend going to watch it. It's directly on the Sims 4 YouTube channel. You'll see the game and you'll see what you could potentially be buying, so I do really recommend going to watch it. It was a great live stream. I always prefer to watch like my favorite Simmers do this when they get their early access, which I think they're getting tomorrow or Monday. But it is always fun to see the very first sneak peek from the Sim Gurus, so go watch that if you haven't already. I got all of this from there. But now let's talk about the world. First, the map. The map is really, really pretty. I think that in the past, the Sims team has put together some really bad maps. I, for one, have always complained about the perspective at the maps. It's always so far zoomed out. The lots are teeny tiny. And I think that this map does suffer from that a little bit. I don't know that I necessarily like the angle that this is at. I feel like it is very small and zoomed out, but it is pretty. It's colorful. The different neighborhoods are very distinct from each other. I really, really like that. We have 3 neighborhoods, not too many lots. It's like about a dozen lots, which a lot of people complain about, but if you watched my video when I reviewed the Tamarong world from For Rent, I said, like, I don't care. We have every Sims 4 world at our disposal in every game you play. Like, it's not like you're trapped in one world. You can travel between them. So I don't know why people always want like 20, 30 lots in a world. To me, that doesn't matter because I'm not playing in that many lots. Would it be cool to have different sized lots in the smaller amount they give us? Yes. And I think that this is also lacking in that. I thought Tamarong lacked in it, and I think this lacks in it. There's not enough big lots. If you're going to give us a less amount of lots, give us a diverse less amount of lots. But I don't need the 30 different lots like Windenburg has. So frustrating to see that the lots are still, smallish and similar, because it adds no dimension for building different kinds of buildings, but that is what it is. But I want to get into the neighborhoods because this is what has some people talking. We're going to start with Nuevo Corazon, which is the city neighborhood within Ciudad Enamorada. First of all, Ciudad Enamorada means city in love in Spanish. Some may say love city, some may say city of love, but that's basically what it is. Nuevo Corazon translates to new heart. And I don't know if it's just because I know a little bit of Spanish, but these names seem very uninspired to me. They seem a little bit too cheesy because I'm like, if I have any Spanish speakers watching this video and listening right now, is it weird that it's called Nuevo Corazon? Because I'm like, if I saw a world called New Heart, I would be like, what? And if I saw a world titled City in Love, I'd be like, what? But is it weird? Are they pandering to English speakers here? I'm not sure, because it seems a little too on the nose. You know what I mean? That's it. That's the way to put it. It's just too on the nose. But talking about Nuevo Corazon, this is the city nightlife area. They describe it as the most exciting, this revitalized city area where trendy partygoers head for a night on the town, scoping the room for the next potential love interest. Brave into the alluring and mysterious Mirador del Amor, the nightclub known as the hotspot for torrid affairs and passionate practitioners of the romantic arts. Not everyone enjoys the nightlife, though, so for you daytime daters, break a sweat and flex some muscles at the gym, Sudor. So they're really hyping up this gym. I don't know why, because we've had gyms forever, and I don't know that that's necessarily a place where I would want to go on a date, but I digress. This neighborhood has what looks like 4 lots. It looks like we have the nightclub, the gym, and 2 penthouses. These penthouse lots are the ones that are just placed right on top of these skyscrapers. It doesn't actually look like we're getting a single apartment in this entire world that is supposed to be a city world that they've branded as the next city, or I don't know that they've branded it, but that the Sims community has branded as the next and only city we've gotten since San Myshuno, has not a single apartment in it. So that is actually really disappointing to me. I don't always play in apartments, but I think it's like, well, what are we doing here? If we don't have apartments, literally, what are we doing here? And maybe I just can't see it from the map. Maybe I'll be wrong, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like we have these 4 lots. Love the penthouse lots. I think those are going to be a lot more fun. I think there's a lot of room for creativity. I would love to see like a penthouse nightclub. I think that would be fun. But yeah, my other complaint with this city area, they're calling it a revitalized city. I mean, we didn't do too much exploring in the live stream, but it doesn't look very colorful when you actually go into the game. And I'll include screenshots. Like, the cityscape behind it is just giving bland and boring city. It's not even screaming Ciudad Enamorada. It's not giving anything special, in my opinion. I like the way the buildings look. I actually like this particular penthouse lot. I'm excited to build on it, and I like this view as well. I like how it's a bit more lush with the trees in the middle of the city, but it's not giving anything special. I mean, for a game where anything could be fictional, it'd be nicer to see like all that color that was in the world map reinvigorated like into the actual world. I would love to see just some more color and fun and uniqueness to it. Other than that, it's not really giving. So let's head over to Vista Hermosa, or Beautiful View. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if a Spanish speaker is playing the game, like, is that a weird title to you? Do they change the names in other languages? Like, I don't know. If you play in Spanish with your game language set to Spanish, is it still called Vista Hermosa? Are cities and stuff named that way in, in different parts of the world? Like, I don't know, but Beautiful View, like, if I lived in a town called Beautiful View, it'd be like a little cringe, in my opinion. Anyways, let's see what Vista Hermosa has to offer. Vista Hermosa is the serene, if they describe it as a serene embrace, sets the stage for a wide array of romantic experiences. Locals often visit Laguna del Abrazo, a bustling hotspot for a short walk from the renowned Wall of Love, where sweethearts can declare their love for each other. For those seeking a different type of connection, visit Beso Rapido, a conveniently located motel open 24/7. So that is basically like a hookup motel, which they have shared in several things as well. So that's like really strange. I believe it's a rabbit hole that your Sims can go and woohoo at, which is cute. This area seems to be more colorful, which I do appreciate. I think it's more vibrant than the main city, which is, maybe the intention. The lots here do look small and skinny, so that kind of scares me, but I like the area. I think it's more suburban, but it's still urban. It's like a suburban urban. I like it. It's okay. It's okay for commercial. It's giving commercial lot vibes. And last but not least, we have Plaza Mariposa, or Butterfly Square, is the central square of Ciudad Enamorada. It is a spot for scenic views and a fun date night activity. Visit Media Naranja, the perfect park to stop at for a quick refreshment, or book a captivating getaway at the Villa Calida, the Villa Caída, something like that, rental. Excite your date with a romantic gift from Isabella's flower shop, or make a wish at the Fountain of Dreams. So there seems to be lots of gameplay here. I like the fact that they have a little rental. I do feel like if you have for rent, a lot of these lots in the city would maybe be of interest to you, because you can kind of build your own apartments in the city, maybe build your own rentals as well. I think that'd be fun. I like the fact that they have a little flower shop. I think that's fun. It's giving Isabella's flower shop is giving Encanto, like Isabella, she grows flowers, she's beautiful. Maybe that was intentional, I don't know. But I like this idea of there being a central square. However, if we can see, it isn't necessarily in the center of anything, and so it feels like it's really far out. I think it would have been really cool if they kind of did it like a little Central Park kind of vibe, but maybe that's not how the city that they modeled this off of was inspired. I don't know. but I think that this is also just cool to have. And I do like that the three neighborhoods are very distinct from each other. I like how one of them is a city, one of them is more like a suburban city, and the other one is like very park like. And it seems like all of those lots are going to be very park like. It looks like they're all part of the park. So maybe this is also another good place for more commercial, like maybe like a library and some other, like maybe like a little cafe. I know they have like the park lot, but the park lot isn't necessarily a functioning cafe. But maybe if you actually placed a real cafe or a restaurant, this would be a good place to do it. So I like the idea of having it. It's cute. So I'll be honest with you. Overall, I'm not wowed, and I'm really disappointed because the world is probably my favorite part of every Sims expansion pack. If there was a reason I buy a Sims expansion pack, it's because I love to play in the world. I think that it's different and new, which I appreciate, but I wish it was more different and more creative and more unique and more new. And maybe I will have that feeling once I actually get my Sims feet on the ground. But like from what I've seen so far in the developers live stream, and hopefully it'll change when I see my favorite simmers go throughout this world and actually give a world tour, but it doesn't seem like super wowing. It seems very bland when you're down on the ground. Like the city area seems very gray. I don't like the fact that there's not actually like apartment lots. The lots in the other worlds, in the other neighborhoods, seem very small and not like a lot of room. Like that park should have been like a 64 by 64 for us to build and be really creative with it. The build buy in the expansion pack seems to be very commercial focused. There's like 3 different bars, like literally like bar objects. There's like 3 different bar objects. You can build like different kinds of bars and lounges, and the city seems built for that. It seems like this is a city for nightlife. It seems like this is a city for having fun and going out and falling in love, which I get it. That's what the city is for. It's not, very vacationy. It's not very residential. So I see the vibes, and I have to understand those vibes, and that'll just take a little bit. I'm very excited to play in it, though. I really am. I do wish it was a little bit more beachy. The beachy worlds are my favorite, and I was expecting us to get a slightly more tropical vibe. Like I wish like closer towards the left of the screen where that river is, I wish that was a little beach and there was like one beachfront world, because that's very romantic to me. And speaking of romance, the one last thing I will say is that I do appreciate that The Sims is being creative, but for like such like an on the nose love expansion pack, it almost seems like a missed opportunity to replicate something like Paris, France, which is like known as the city of love. It seems like they're trying to make something out of nothing here, and I just hope that when I play and when a lot of other simmers play, they feel like that's paid off. Because seeing just the map, it's hard to tell, but it doesn't seem like that it's paying off for me yet. And I think that a lot of people are feeling that same way about the gameplay. I think that people are excited about this pack, more so about this one than many others, but when you see the actual gameplay that's being offered, it's not looking like a lot. So the world and other objects in the world have to compensate for that right now, at least, before you can actually play the game and tell if it needs to compensate. So I don't know. There's just a lot of things going through my head. I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below what you think about this world so far. Are you liking it? I like it. It's just not wowing me. It was just like, oh yeah, like that's kind of what I was expecting. I was hoping to see the world map and see more screenshots and be like, wow, but I'm not. So yeah, but I am excited to play. I will be playing this expansion, and I'm so excited for the storyline. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like it, a big up, and I will see you guys all again in the Let's Play. Goodbye. Woo!